it's Sass from Copia Stars, and my God, am I on like time limits this week? It is Tuesday, the 2nd of December, and I'm reading this on Tuesday, the 2nd of December. I do like to quite make a few in advance, like channel in the days, but I don't know where it's gone. I'd done something to my shoulder on the weekend, and it's taken till today to be able to actually reach something on a high shelf. Oh my God. From somebody quite independent, I hate having to depend on people, and I even had to get my son to come and put things in the oven after I'd made a lasagna and a cheese, cauliflower cheese last night. My poor son had to come down, interrupt his gaming, God forbid, and put it in the oven for me because I didn't have the strength in my arm to put the dish in the oven. Oh my God, it's almost laughable because, like, it's ridiculous really, but lots of heat and gentle exercising, and I can do it now. So we're all good. It's just still a little painful, but pain just tells you you're alive, doesn't it, really? There we go. So freeform reading, I'm just going with what's feeling good for me today. We've got fog, which is obscurity and feeling lost. We've got moss agate, which is positivity and change. Ooh, I like this one. Fruit, which is achievement and success. Roots, which is healthy patterns and early growth. Snow, which is rest and contemplation. Bee, which is community, cooperation and sweetness. I'm going to go for one more if there is any more. You got any more cards for me today? Spirits and angels. This is for Tuesday, the 2nd of December. What don't we know? What can't we see coming? You got any more for me? Ooh. One more. Flew out. So, planning, setting intentions and optimism. That one's coming up a lot for me at the moment with personal readings, actually, just for, I think it's the time of year, you know, we're coming up to our New Year's resolutions. I think a lot of people are reaching a point of change. I think the world needs to change, and so I think it's rock bottom. I think there's a lot of us that are kind of, it's making us realise what we are willing to put up with and what we don't want to put up with, because we don't like what's going on in the world. There's not much we can do about it. We can change what we do, which is, you know, our job and what actions we take in life, who we shop with, etc. So time to take a little bit of our control back, basically, and you know, because I think we are all falling into some pretty dark, murky waters with the world. But I can see here that, you know, there's little healthy patterns and early growth. I think there is a real bit of advice there that, you know, to create healthy patterns, whether it's a bit of exercise, or whether it's, you know, meditation, doing something positive to make changes in somebody's life, helping out at food banks, volunteering, etc. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there has been a lot of, you can see from these cards, I mean, there's a definite sadness and happiness. It's like there's, you know, it's almost like you stop, go, and it's all or nothing, all collapse, all tired out, go. Like you are spinning too many plates, you are you're resting, you're getting a little burst of energy, you're sort of power napping your way through life at the moment. So you're having like little moments of peace and calm, and then go, 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 and then collapse, and then a little bit of calm, forced calm because you physically don't have the energy. And you feel like you're on this treadmill and you can't get off because you've got things that need doing until a certain date, or you've got money, a certain amount of money you need to raise by a certain date. I think there's this kind of like deadline, and you just need to hustle. Like there's work that needs to be done. There's a time. Oh, there's a time deadline. Right, I've just dropped some cards. Just fell out onto the floor. There's 2 of them, so I will take those because I think that they came out for a reason. Sorry, fighting with this chair again as usual. Yeah, so back to the reading. I think that it's like you're burning the candle at both ends. But you're kind of in this place where you're not happy where you are. You're working your job to pay the bills, but you are trying, excuse me, you are trying to branch out, or you're trying to better yourself so you can get out of there. So you're either doing courses, or you're starting a new enterprise and you're having to work through the night for that, or you are, you know, running 2-3 jobs at once to kind of get your toe through the door so that you're situated and you can leave the current place you're at. So it's like you're 3 people in one at the moment, and it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. I think this is why you're feeling lost, because you're just so busy. You're so busy, and you're just running on ether. You know, you've got like you hit rock bottom. You're in crisis mode. I think you've probably got some real, you know, big bills to pay, or something's just come through the letterbox that you weren't expecting, and suddenly it's like, oh great, another thing I got to bloody do. And you're feeling kind of small. I mean, the end card is happiness, so above all, this is your outcome. But at the moment, it's not easy for you. You may be losing sleep. You're feeling like this little kitten, but you are actually a lion. And there's community here, so you do need to sort of, you know, yeah, planning and setting intentions and optimism, rest and contemplation, healthy patterns and early growth, positivity and change. It's all good. There's all good things on the horizon, but I think in your you know, your present, you're probably feeling a little bit knackered. You're probably feeling like you're out of your depth. You probably feel like somebody could hold your hand to walk you through life at the moment. You don't sort of know where you're going, but you do need to find some laughter. You do need to sort of, you know, even if it's just a funny book, or watching, like, I don't know why Lee Mack just came into my head, but you know, some comedian that you enjoy. The 2 cards we've got here on the herbiary is California Poppy and Starflower. So both flowers today. So we'll do the California Poppy first because that's 76. We'll get into that first now. Resurrection. So sometimes the day needs to disappear so that you can sink into lush blackness of night. Sometimes your eyes, whether open or shut, need the inky darkness of forgetting. Golden Poppy lives in both sun and shadow. She opens her petals in the daylight and closes them when night comes, giving in easily, knowing resurrection will come in the dawn. It's okay to sleep without dreaming. Poppy soothes. To fall asleep, deep sleep and far. Have no fear, day will come and you'll once again stretch and unfurl. Now, I love a California poppy. I grow them an awful lot in my garden and they are absolutely beautiful. I do love a poppy in general. I grow lots of different poppies. There's a lot of lovely positives to take from that, isn't it? You know, for every night, for every dark night, there is a sunshine day. And it's okay to sleep without dreaming. I don't dream. It's very, very rare I dream. I had a really, oh, I need to do this again. I had a really traumatic experience years ago, and I was getting night terrors. And one day, the night terrors stopped, and although I was very grateful for it, I barely ever dreamed since. Um, and my night terrors was I was having the same nightmare over and over again, and it was just, yeah, I ended up not sleeping for days, but long time ago now, quarter of a century in fact. But yeah, it's very rare for me to dream, very, very rare for me to dream. So it's okay, it's okay. The next one is Starflower. I love this card. I love peacock colours anyway, and purples and blues and turquoises are one of my favourite. So this is, some call this plant by its common name borage, but she prefers starflower, and wouldn't you? After all, I am an Aquarius, so I am a star. Her blue star-shaped petals shine among the garden more usual yellows and pinks, shimmering and yet understated, like an old-time movie starlet. Starflower shares a timeless philosophy with the legends of the silver screen. Grace isn't something you keep for yourself, she tells us. Grace, Starflower knows, is a gift you give over and over again to the world around you. If you're thoughtful, caring, and true, grace develops a patina over time, becoming wisdom, cradling those lucky enough to be in your presence. How can you let a little more grace in your life? That's lovely, isn't it? Like that. So there we go. I don't think you're going to be in this situation for long. I think that, by Christmas, you'll have a really good sort of idea of what's going to work, what isn't. And you're going to basically just make a decision, I think. I think it's going to be like, I've got to do this, it's now or never. Lucky number is 2002, The Void. So longing, technology, ambition, genius, forward thinking, stress and depression. You have more control over your life than you realise. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around, it'll get better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up and go outside. I think that community card there is probably sort of marking that one. Let's go with the Moonology Oracle now. And I'll take a couple out of the tea leaf deck. We've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. See, full moon in Capricorn. I said to you, didn't I? I think by Christmas you're going to know. And I think this cycle of this exhaustion that you're feeling, this just feeling really down in the dumps. I feel like I want to cry into a pillow. And I don't know if that's just me, but I do get this real strong emotionally tired, discord among friends and family. You could be going through some stuff. There could be some secrets in your family, you see. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Yeah, you haven't quite found that focus yet. You haven't quite decided. Period of ill health and depression. I mean, you're probably feeling that now. But a vacation. So Christmas holidays are coming. I don't know if any of you have got some time off over Christmas. If you don't, I suggest you take a long weekend, or just an extra day, or use the bank holidays to your advantage if you don't really celebrate Christmas Day. Changes are coming, and even though, I think you'll know by Christmas, I think, let's just see when you're sort of coming out of this darkness. April. Okay, well, that's springtime, isn't it? I think you'll be setting your intentions come Christmas. I think you'll know which places you want to be working, which places you don't. I think you'll be doing loads and loads of research about the things you do want to do, and possibly some courses. And I think vacation and a night out at a comedy club will probably do you good. But I'm going to leave that there. So although this is a tough one, there is a lot of positivity coming out of this. But don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone. Don't be scared to take bold moves. Everything is transient, and it will work out. Don't stifle your progress by staying where you are comfortable, even if it's not good for you. Thank you. If you would love to comment on this reading, I would really appreciate it. We're still on feathers because I just haven't done my Christmas decorations yet. I tend to not put anything up until the 12th days before. But we do have a couple of lovely flamingos that a friend of mine made for me. I actually have 3, but I think the 2 are rather cute. I think actually this one needs to go on this side because he bends over. So there we go. And if you've got any good names for these flamingos, please do send me a message with your ideas for names. I don't know whether you think they're feminine or masculine. But yes, thank you so much for being with me, and like, subscribe and share and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one.